What is going on, everyone? Auto Endeavors here, coming back at you with another video. Today we're going to be discussing whether or not there might be a Shelby Ford Maverick in the works. So, first and foremost, this is an opinionated video. There is no official word from Shelby that they are going to be releasing a Ford Maverick pickup truck, but nonetheless, we're going to discuss the possibility of it, and we're also going to show some recent renderings showing exactly what a Ford Maverick Shelby pickup truck might look like. Now, Shelby is a well-known name and a well-known brand. Most people know what Shelby is, know what Shelby's all about, and have come to love the name of Shelby. Much of that stems from Carroll Shelby, the late Carroll Shelby that is, and his impact on the automotive world. Now, the brand continues on past his legacy, and because of that, they have found their niche, so to speak, where they like taking vehicles that are released mainly by Ford these days and souping them up and making them super epic. Now, they also come with an epic price tag, but they are about performance. They're not about cost effectiveness. But when most people think of Shelby, they think of something like the Shelby Mustang, which has been different over the years depending on what year you are looking at. They've released the GT350, the GT500, and numerous special editions such as the Super Snake and the GT1000 and things of that nature. But Shelby has also been known to modify pickup trucks, and they have done that for quite a little while now, at least a few years now, for the Ford F-150, as well as sometimes even Super Duty pickup trucks and things of that nature. So, will Ford, or Shelby, I should say, decide that they want to soup up a Ford Maverick and make it something absolutely epic and phenomenal on the streets? Well, that is yet to be determined. But what we're going to do is we're going to go take a look at some of those renderings that have recently been released as to what a Shelby Maverick might look like. So here's what a Shelby Ford Maverick may or may not end up looking like. And right off the bat, if Ford or Shelby decided to do this with the Ford Maverick, we can see there are many different customizable options on this truck just right from this rendering. And I think this is a good idea of what a Ford Shelby Maverick might look like. But some of the key aspects we can see that are key to the Shelby name and brand are the front lip spoiler, the lowering of the overall ride height with suspension modifications, the aftermarket wheels, aftermarket grille with the signature Shelby Snake logo on it, as well as we can see that perhaps it might have some aftermarket taillights that do not come from the factory, as well as a spoiler on the back. We can also see here from the reverse of the image, or the backside of the truck, it is considerably lower than the stock ride height. Again, the taillights are aftermarket. It looks like there has been some racing stripes attached to it, as well as a spoiler coming off the back, very similar to the spoiler that we showed in one of our recent videos, talking about one of the first slammed Mavericks or extremely lowered Mavericks. But nonetheless, why would Shelby decide to modify this truck and make it a Shelby truck? Well, this little truck is really becoming popular these days. There's a lot of hype, there's a lot of news, there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. And with that, there's a lot of potential for this truck to be an epic kind of road cruiser in a way. Something fun, something energetic, something new and unique. And if people are buying full-size Shelby trucks, well, then a mini Shelby truck might just be in the works. Now, that's not a guarantee, right? Shelby might say, that's too weak of a motor with only a 4-cylinder, being a hybrid or even just a 4-cylinder turbo. It might not be up their game or in their wheelhouse. They tend to stick to vehicles with much larger displacements in the underneath the hood. But nonetheless, that might not stop Shelby from deciding to modify this vehicle. As most people know, they have modified smaller than V8s before. And so, because of that, they might decide to take this challenge on. And I believe that this would be a very epic pickup truck indeed. And I think it would prove to be very road worthy as far as its ability. Now, what would the price tag be? Well, knowing Shelby, it's going to be a very costly vehicle. And because of that, most people are not going to be able to purchase this the way it sits. But nonetheless, it would be amazing to see Shelby take on such an endeavor as this, because most of their vehicles, at the very least, have been known as either high-performance vehicles such as Mustangs or very capable vehicles with much more power underneath the hood in the full-size trucks and what have you. But with this truck being such a small engine and such a small sort of powerhouse underneath the hood, Shelby would probably really have to do a lot of modifications to the engine. And because the engine already comes turbocharged, I don't really see them adding a supercharger to that. They might make this more of a styling enhancement rather than a performance enhancement. As you can see from the backside of this rendering, what might happen is they might actually add some exhaust, maybe a couple of small bolt-on engine modifications, plenty of exterior aesthetic modifications, and just call it a Shelby truck and sell it with the Shelby name. At the end of the day, Shelby is a company that is all about the profit, but they are also name recognition and brand name. You know, that's what they sell. And so they're known for making high quality vehicles, and they're known for making very unique and very capable vehicles. So could they soup up the little Ford Maverick? They very well could, and I believe that it would be an epic endeavor for them to take on, and I can't wait to see if they have anything in store. But this definitely needs to happen, because this little truck is going to most likely be one of the top modified vehicles on the road. Mini truck culture is back, and many of you have commented on my previous videos discussing how you remember the days of the S10 and things of that nature. Now, Shelby wasn't really modifying trucks back then, but they do branch out these days past just simply the Mustang or their typical Shelby vehicles or what have you. So we could very well see this occur. And if we do, I guarantee it is going to be a very epic vehicle that everyone is going to learn to love and appreciate and just ride it out into the streets. I must say, in closing, if I were to see this vehicle driving down the road, I would say, wow, that is a pretty impressive looking little truck, honestly. And it kind of reminds me, and it kind of gives me vibes of, you know, the truck racing. You know, when you see like a race and the cars are built to look like trucks, that's really what I'm kind of getting from this. And I think that because it is such a small vehicle and such a lightweight vehicle, so to speak, especially for a truck, it very well could be very capable of much more than it is given credit for. Its powerhouse from the factory is not that substantial, but I'm sure Shelby could figure out a way to make it absolutely phenomenal. So with all that being said, I appreciate everyone for stopping by and checking out the video today. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below on whether or not the Shelby Maverick would be something you would like to see happen, or you think they should just stick to the larger size vehicles and larger size engines. I'd love to hear all that in the comment section down below. With all that being said, be sure to hit the like button on your way out. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with future updates on the Auto Endeavors channel. With all that being said, until next time, we'll see y'all.